Welcome to the Second Win Boxing Media. I'm your host, Rashid Hammond, and alongside,
It's your boy Caesar Fantastic.
welcome to the Second Win. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to discuss about interesting topic. I want y'all to listen to this from the legendary Roy Jones Jr. as well as Bernard Hopkins. They got an interesting topic. Which is taking place amongst, they feel is going on amongst today's fighters. So just listen to this right fast about, are there too many friends in boxing? That's the question that we have to ask. Listen to the legend himself break it down.
Well, my problem, here's the one thing I got. There's too many friends. There's too many friends. Because half the guys right that you can fight to make a name for yourself, you call them your friends. And you can't fight. We didn't play that game, you understand me? People surprised to see us be friends now. Because they know we didn't play it back in the day. You couldn't be friends and dominate boxing. You can't have friends who wait there below you or above you and say you're going to dominate boxing. Because when your friend become pound one of the top five, you have to fight them. You got to be. For my
Well, Roy Jones broke it down. He's saying that this in this day and time that there's too many friends in boxing. He went in a little more detail about it. He broke down and I couldn't play it because of the limitations of how much you can play from another broadcaster. So he was stating that if you're in the same weight class as another fighter and you all hanging around them, come on now, that doesn't sell. And Bernard Hopkins' statement was that, man, you can shake hands and be friends after the fight, but in the nature of the sport, you can't, what I'm saying? Friendship in boxing doesn't mix. What's your take on it, Sean?
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes me respect like people like Spence, who says like, look, if you my friend, we should be able to eat together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I respect that. It's like, hey, you my boy, but if it come down to it in this ring, we gotta get down, we could get down. You know what I'm saying? We boys right after. It's cool. It's the nature of competition. Also think of it as like, you look at it, you remember like old school basketball, old school football. They ain't want to play with each other. They wanted to destroy each other on the court, on the field, you know what I mean? Old school boxers the same way, It wasn't no friends. It's no friends in sports like that, like on another team or in competition. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And Bernard was basically not Bernard. Roy was like, he felt as though Tank that's one thing that he do like about Tank is Tank doesn't interact around the dudes in his weight class. He really don't have if anyway on camera he doesn't show that he's friends with none of those guys, man. And it doesn't. It's like I said, the nature of the sport is come on now. We rivals, man. And two, after we fight, we become friends. He was breaking down how him and Bernard Hopkins now are friends, but back then he couldn't stand them because that's just the nature of the beast, man. One other guy like that too is Charlo. Charlo said he don't like nobody in his weight class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 154. He said he don't like nobody in his weight class. Nobody.
We all beefing right now.
Exactly. I'm with him, man. I felt the same way when I was coming up. And, man, hey, you in my weight class, man, I got to get you, man. Point blank. So,
hey, I felt like that on the.
What'd you say?
That's how I'm on the basketball court when I was coming. Hey, man, you my boy and all, but I'm breaking your ankles right now. I dunk on you. I might dunk on you. You my boy, but Hey,
that's right.
I'm embarrassed,
man. Competition, man. Competition.
That's what it breed, man. You can't have friends like it's. And I noticed that going on a lot in a lot of different areas now. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's going on. It's the competition. People using friends. They like, oh Lord, even like in boxing, Nah, they might see him in the amateurs and look and be like, oh nah, he's shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, bro, let me come here, man. Let's be cool.
Exactly. Man, I mean, the amateur boxing game has turned out to be that way somewhat. I mean, I've been in fights, man, and some guys don't. Back then, man, hey, did you signed up for that tournament, man? You had to fight that guy, man. And then it wasn't you were not their friend. I wasn't none of my guys in my weight class friend until after years later. But during that time, you man was no friends. One other guys of a group of guys I know that's definitely only deal with themselves on a regular basis. The Russells, they don't have friends in boxing other than themselves, the brothers that they hang around. But everybody else, they going at him. You can see Gary Russell Jr. He goes at anybody.
He want all
I
smoke.
don't see him hanging with none of these guys, and that's what it's about, man. I can remember coming up and going to some gyms, man, and come back. I mean, recently going to some gyms like within about 5 to 10 year span. Take it a little further back, and see these out of towners come to gyms and be like, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? These dudes in the same weight class, both world champions, or both, you know what I'm saying? And and it was odd to see that type of atmosphere. But I can understand some of these guys grew up together. That's kind of different too. And if you grew up together, sometimes you do have to help each other. But friendship wise, man, throw that thing out the water, man, because this sport is definitely about business, man. You know, last time you seen great rivals or friends fight each other back then, but during fight time, they was not friends until after the fight with Simon Brown versus Maurice Blocker. That was a crucial fight. It was very painful for the DC area and painful for Latin connections. But during the fight, they was not friends. And Roy Jones broke that era down and how it was like that. I know Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't stand Hagler, couldn't stand Hearn.
Could you imagine, bro?
Stand Duran. And till to this day, you see the tension between Ray and Hearns. It's still tension. That's how that was. It's still tension that exists still to this day. So eliminate that friendship, fellas, until after the fight. You jokers can go out and have I won't say a drink, because if you're champion, you shouldn't be drinking anything.
Still fighting.
Exactly. Unless you're retired, you can have a water, a glass of water, or apple juice or something together. So, but other than that, man, fight time until that rumble to go down. Javante shouldn't be friends with Devin Haney or Garcia. None of those guys,
call them out.
Call them out. Get that money. Y'all make that bread together. At the end of the day, then you celebrate. But until then, don't be friends with none of these guys in your weight class, man. It's not the nature of the beast, man.
Like Porter and Crawford, they was cool going in. They put it out there, man. They was all right with each other. They was cool with each other, but it's time to fight, bro.
Man,
let's get this bread together, and we're going to eat, and we're going to put on the show.
Exactly. Nobody held nothing back. Neither one
ain't going to hold no back. Yeah, you fighting now. We in this ring, you fighting, don't hold nothing back. Don't make it a sparring session. I ain't saying, go and get the money and make it a sparring session, but, go get that bread together, man. Hey, we going to rumble. We going to scrap it out, and at the end, man, we going to go out. We're gonna get something to eat afterwards or something.
Exactly. That's how it should be. But what's the next topic, Sean? We can move on now, brother. Yes, indeed.
Okay, cool. So today Floyd posted a picture of him and what I'm assuming is his grandson on Instagram.
Okay.
And him is Floyd, he's standing there holding up his guards or whatever, and his grandson just standing there holding his too. It's a nice little picture, cute picture.
Okay.
But under the picture, AB, Adrian Broner, he commented on the post or whatever, right?
Okay.
So his comment was, big bro, this shit is amazing. I promise. I think he will be one of the best. Just stay on him like your father was on you. Real talk, I miss you, man. And I know we ain't spoken in a while, but honestly, I think I need you most right now when it comes to this boxing shit. 100, 100, 100, 100. So, my question to you is, you think AB need Floyd right now coming back, or you think Floyd?
Yeah. The beautiful thing about it is they have a connection with Gerald Tucker, who is now training Floyd and also is on the team with Broner. So the connection is there, and I can see that link being connected between Gerald Tucker making that connection again. If it is truly not a connection, Floyd can always be a helping hand for any fighter up and coming, or I'm sorry, he's beyond up and coming. Any fighter that's been world champion and needed a little push, Floyd definitely can be the one to help assist Broner and get him to greater heights. But at this point in time, Broner definitely needs to be on his A game now more than ever. And the call out for Floyd to help is very crucial because of the age of Broner now, as well as the new stiff competition that's coming. Because I wouldn't want to see Broner go down as a new stepping stone for these up and coming fighters. And I personally don't think he's gonna set himself up. That brother's more smarter than what we see on camera than you think. And I don't think he'll set himself up to be such. So he understands the severity of now the timing of himself and these new up and coming young gunners that's out here. And Floyd would definitely be a great asset to teach him how to preserve, and use his mind with these young fighters up and comers today. So I think it's a great a strategy on Adrian to reach out to Floyd, and I don't see nothing wrong with that, man. I think it's excellent strategy for Broner to reach out to such great defensive genius as Floyd Mayweather is. What you think, Sean?
I think that we all know Broner's problems in past, what he's been going through recently with, legal issues and other things that has nothing to do with boxing. My concern for him is he 100% back in the game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the one person that would be able to see that and be able to tell him that is Floyd.
Right.
The one person who would probably be that honest enough with him, like, bro, you're not dedicated enough. Boxing is a game that you have to be dedicated to. You know what I mean? You got to be 100% dedicated to. You can't be. Broner, one of his issues was he got to hanging around rappers and hanging around, you know what I mean? Being this celebrity, he got to hanging around people from other genres and other places in the industry or whatever. He got to hanging around rappers, and we know the rapper lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's drinking, drugging, partying, women all over the place. It's hectic. You know what I mean? Right. It's a lot of movement, a lot of everything going on. And that's the total opposite of what the boxing lifestyle is.
Fact.
Boxing lifestyle is dedication, focus, train, focus. Facts. You know what I mean? Tunnel vision.
Facts.
That's what Broner lost, and that's where he started losing himself. Now, if it's anybody who can get him back to that, it's the man that he looked up to the most in boxing. You know what I mean? Which is Floyd.
Right.
He emulated Floyd. He did everything. He wanted to be the next Floyd. So if it's anybody that can do that, it's Floyd.
Yeah, I totally agree, Sean. You hit the nail on the coffin, brother. Definitely, he is Floyd is not a bad strategy to pick, especially during this time frame, man. Let's move on, brother. What's next that we got to tackle?
Plus, if he ain't 100% in boxing, Floyd got the exhibition league and he can still get paid. All right, next topic is
not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
Oh man. Next topic is we watched Arthur Beterbiev this week beat Joe Smith Jr. by way of a second round knockout. Now the the public is calling for Beterbiev to face Dmitry Bivol.
Okay.
And would it be undisputed in light heavyweight? Yeah, to go undisputed to go for undisputed in light heavyweight. So public's calling for that. We know Bivol has the option of Canelo coming up, but say he does get Beterbiev or whatever. Who you think wins that fight?
That's a good one, man. I like Bivol because I know you like people like, what the hell we made to pick this guy. My reason for picking Bivol is the fact that he has that great defense, hit and not get hit. He's not an exciting fighter, especially from what I noticed this last fight, because I really wasn't to be honest with you, I really wasn't studying him as much as I did until he fought Canelo. But what I did learn from the fight with Canelo, he has excellent defensive skills. And he's a great counterpuncher. He has the hit, not get hit mentality. And I consider him a superb boxer, not slick, but very fundamentally correct and sound boxer that definitely, I think he can beat the gentleman, man, because of the fact that he will make him miss. And most fighters that's not used to fighters making them miss and coming back with shots, counterpunching and things of that nature will kind of frustrate you. And the style will definitely work in his favor, I think, Bivol. And Sean, we did off camera, we disagree, so I definitely know.
Oh yeah.
Why now tell me why you think Bivol doesn't have a chance of beating him.
I'm not gonna say you don't have a chance. I won't say you don't have a chance.
Every fight
I won't say that. Yeah,
you're
but
right.
I'll say I'm leaning towards Beterbiev because that power factor to me is undeniable. He's 100% knockout ratio, and he's not fighting like Joe Smith's a tough guy. You know, Joe Smith and Bivol, they went the distance. Bivol dominated him. You know, he won almost every round or whatever. But and that's one thing that I can say that's what I will say leans towards your side, because Joe Smith, he's a puncher.
Right.
He's a puncher, and Bivol went 12 with him. He didn't catch him, but
right.
You know, I think he might have hurt him once, but I don't know. But I think Beterbiev is a better boxer, though. He's a really good boxer, not as good as Bivol. He's not as good as a boxer as Bivol, but I think he's a good boxer he's like a boxer puncher, heavy on the puncher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has really good boxing skills, and I think that he has enough boxing skills to, you know what I mean, to come out victorious in that fight. Now, I think the comp for me would be like how I have Tank over Devin slightly.
Okay.
If they were to face off.
Okay, basic. Okay.
Because I think Tank's a good boxer. Devin's a great boxer, right?
Right.
Tank's a good boxer with that power, with great power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that Tank is good enough to set up shots, to set up his shots with Devin or whatever. Just like I think Beterbiev is good enough of a boxer to be able to set up shots and catch Bivol where he went.
I respect your opinion. The thing that gets the separation, in my opinion, Sean, is the defense of Bivol. Bivol has that defense similar to one of my favorite fighters and good buddies, Winky Wright.
You know, that's my favorite fighter.
Just not a southpaw, but he has the same defensive abilities as such. Beterbiev doesn't have that supreme defense like that.
He'll
That's
take
what
a shot.
he'll take a shot.
He'll take a
And,
shot.
and Bivol will not take a shot because he's gonna make him pay. He's gonna box him. He's gonna use the jab. He's going to counter shot, and he's going to only throw when he sees an opening. That's what the separation is. I hope this fight happened because
I do too.
superior boxing is definitely and challenges now is what's coming back, man. It's like
Yeah.
I love what Roy was stating, man. Like Roy was talking about in order to be recognized as a great, you got to beat the best. You know, that'll be another discussion I think we'll add to the later time or later date. But man, just listening to that interview with Roy and Bernard Hopkins was so refreshing to hear all the stuff that all the philosophies that I've been feeling deep within for a long time, and actually hear from a legend to two legends now international boxing Hall of Famers. Basically, talk about the stuff that we really discuss on this show on a daily. I mean, every time we on the show, we discuss topics of such. So, I think it's gonna be Bivol's going to definitely dominate, man. And this is gonna be legacy. It's about legacy, and you know, he's a Russian fighter. You know, but it's about legacy. But Sean said Beterbiev,
yeah. Make him Beterbiev.
Got the same sound name, but definitely it's going to be a great fight.
I just watched that man knock a man out in the second round that's never been dropped before.
Yeah, that's
never
facts.
been dropped. And he knocked that man out in the second round.
Yeah.
And them uppercuts just
he dominated, man. He definitely was superior, man.
With that power, he could do the Canelo offense. Hit that man arms, his arms gonna drop.
yeah. Canelo would never fight him. He wouldn't take that.
Oh no, I told you before the fight he wasn't. I tell you before. I said, he fighting him. He the smaller dude now. See if he ever fight this dude. He not fighting that dude. Oh no.
Great talking, man. We got Sean, got I got Bivol, and you got Beterbiev.
Oh yeah, let this come up. We gonna have a ball on that watch party.
Yes, indeed.
We're gonna have a ball at that watch party.
Yes, indeed. What's next on the menu, brother?
Okay, now let's move up and wait. Fight's been booked between Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz.
Okay.
What's your take on the fight now? What you think?
I mean, it's not rematch. I'm sorry. I'm mixing the fights up. I'm sorry. Ortiz, man, all day long, man. Too slick, man. Too slick fighter.
Yeah. Ruiz is nice. That's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be interesting because Ruiz he's a big guy.
Yeah,
you know, he can take some shots and he can throw some shots. You know, it's gonna be interesting to see how
it's gonna be skillful. Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be skillful.
Two superior heavyweight, skillful, slick. Both of them slick heavyweight fighters. This is gonna be a fight to have on the radar. I think, in my opinion, as far as skill wise, man. It's man, I look forward to this, man. That's the beauty. But heavyweights, was on the slacking, but I think it's getting a little better slightly. I don't think they I'm hearing rumors that Tyson's still sticking around, man. Tyson Fury.
That man said he not fighting unless they pay him $500 million. That man ain't fighting.
Wow.
He said, "I want $500 million."
Who is it to fight for $500 million? Sell $500 million worth of fight, you know?
Only person with that much drawing power in the heavyweights is Wilder.
Yeah.
Well, him and Joshua, and like
they'll do it. That'll do
some Arab cat might pay for that.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You know?
If Joshua win this fight, it could be played against Usyk. Right? That's the only way it could happen. If that's a run.
That's a tall task. Yeah,
but
that's
I don't.
Tall task.
Yeah, that's down the road. We'll talk about that next.
I say that's a tall task for him. I mean,
yeah, true statement, man.
See, he gotta get through that speed. But but this fight, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see if Ortiz still has what it takes. I think he's still like 25, and I'm joking. No,
he's 25. I'm 15.
I know, right? But
I think I'm older than him if I'm not mistaken. Now, how old is he anyway?
Man, you know how it is when they come over, man might be 60, bro. But he's still doing it at a high level. Can't hate on him, man. Hey, you
he's doing it. He's slick, man. He can fight too, man.
He's sharp, man.
But I got him on a victory. I got him on a victory, man.
Lord, man.
I liked what's the name, but I just don't want to. I just know if he's in the best shape, it's different. Now, that last fight when he just wasn't in. I liked him when he punished Joshua the first time, but the way the second time went down, I was like, damn, like he could have been in better shape than that. Should have been slicker. They caught him off guard. They damn near did him like Ray did Duran, seemed like. But Ruiz, I'm going with Ortiz on the victory because
Ortiz coming off. He coming off 2 knockouts. Okay, he knocked out Flores and Charles Martin.
Okay,
good win. And Andy Ruiz is the last one. Areola.
Okay.
Did he
win? He won that one.
Yeah, he won unanimous decision.
Okay.
And then the fight before that was the Joshua loss. So a decision against Areola, who was coming back out of retirement.
Give me another battery. Keep talking, bro.
All right. Okay. So Areola was coming back from retirement and actually dropped Ruiz though. But Ortiz. No, Ruiz, actually he dropped him. So I'm tending to recency. Off recency, I'm definitely leaning Ortiz. He's been the sharpest lately. He's been more active. So I'm definitely leaning Ortiz for this one. Oh yeah, man. Make sure y'all leave in the comments and stuff, who y'all think gonna win these fights. We wanna know. We wanna know what y'all thinking too from all these subjects, From what Roy was talking about. Is it too many friends? Is it, what you think about Broner asking for Floyd help, and think who you think gonna win with Beterbiev and Mitchell Bivol? We wanna know all y'all, comments and everything, man. Make sure y'all subscribe on the YouTube and hit us up on the Facebook group, man. Everything at the bottom of the screen. So, tap in with us. We loving the conversations,
Yes, indeed.
You back.
I got to get that battery pack piece, man, because this is starting to piss me off now. But it is what it is. We live on the scene, and live is
man. Gonna be
a lot of technical difficulties. You get to see on air.
That and your ghost bottle.
Mm-hmm.
That and your ghost bottle,
man. Yes, indeed. This little corner got me limited of places to go. So
Oh man, I
Yeah.
get you. But
So
yeah,
you-
I was saying Ortiz, he's been the sharper lately, because Ariola was coming back from from retirement. Basically came out of retirement to fight Ruiz, and he dropped him in the second. He dropped Ruiz in the second round of that fight.
Okay. Wow.
But
wow.
Ruiz won. He won the fight or whatever. But
Yeah.
and then Ortiz coming off 2 knockouts. So recency leans towards Ortiz as far as being the sharper and being the more active. Being more active.
My thing is discipline with him. I never saw him out of shape.
Yeah.
So, but the other gentleman, Ruiz, I saw him out of shape a few fights. So
Yeah, he just a big dude. So
yeah, he big dude. And then that last fight, it was like he got that title, and they just it's like he came in worse. But the first one, he's a slick fight. He's a dangerous fight.
He's a sharp fighter.
I thought he was gonna be, even if he fought Deontay Wilder, I thought he was gonna be a problem for Deontay Wilder too.
I think Wilder's length. Wilder length would have been too much for him. See?
Yeah. I thought Wilder would have caught him and beat him, but I know it would have been a little.
He's a tough fighter. He's hard to get.
Boy, I'm sorry.
No, I say he's a tough guy. He hard to hit, hard to get at.
Exactly.
So yeah, he's been a good.
I think he'd be a problem for Tyson not beating him. I'm just saying a problem. It's a difference. I don't mean he'll be a problem for them. He won't beat them, but he'll be a problem for them.
Yeah. Nice hard competition. Yeah,
exactly.
Sort of like I don't want to say to the extent of Ortiz with Wilder, because I was scared, boy. I was sitting here like this. I said, man, you better never fight that dude.
Yeah, he was winning that fight.
He caught him. Yeah. Hey, when he caught him, you see the Flintstone run? Yeah. He had the Flintstone run. He said, I better get on him now, because if he survived, bro, it's over.
Exactly. You got to give Wilder his props for overcoming that situation.
That was rough. He was losing bad, bro. It was rough. I was like, oh Lord, this man is dogging. But see, that's why people ducked Ortiz all these years, man. Exactly. Everybody knew.
Gotta respect Wilder for giving him.
I respect him for taking the fight, man. Wilder's not ducking nothing. Wilder will go. He will go for the gusto, man. Right. I respect that, man.
Especially the cause. The cause was, he was like, man, I gotta let this man feed his family, man. Give him an opportunity.
Yeah. Gotta get somebody a shot, man. And I hate that, man. I hated that for Winky all them years, man. I hate that for all them fighters that can't get that shot coming up. But you know they deserve it. You like, man, somebody need to get his dude. Get this man a shot, man.
Exactly,
man.
He's good, man. But Anthony Peterson, man, he deserves a shot. Give him a shot. A good guy,
somebody.
Man. But somebody. Fighter, well disciplined. This guy never ever cheated boxing. He was always loyal to the sport, training every day, even when he didn't fight for years. Give Anthony Peterson a shot. He deserves it. He's full-fledged involved in the sport, man. He ain't never cheated it, man. And what I mean by that is he ain't never disrespected boxing, man. He took it serious. So come on, get a man a title shot.
I think them people was low-key scared of him, man.
Yeah, they knew, man.
They seen him coming up. They seen what he was doing, man. And they
Damn, come on, man. Get this man a shot. He deserves it. He been fed to this sport. What's next on the menu, brother?
That's about it. That's all we got today.
Oh man, we didn't ran through it, man.
We ran through it, man.
That's what's up, man. Good timing, too, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Good timing, brother, man. Excellent show today, man.
Oh yeah.
Please, man, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like and subscribe button. This is what we want to add new to this. Those that's on Facebook, we need your help. We need you to share this video on your page. Help us out, especially if you know us, man. And I'm going to put this responsibility on all my homies, man, from Southeast D.C.
Man.
All my homies from Minnesota Avenue.
Minnesota Ave, the Ave, come on.
34th to be exact.
Oh, man.
Share our posts to everybody that you know. so we can get on and help create and give this wonderful content that we're bringing to this sport of boxing, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know us. Y'all know what we did. Y'all came to our fights, came to the fights, went with us out everywhere we went, to the shows and the parties and stuff that we promoted. We weren't just boxers. Me and Sean is business partners. Been business partners for 20-something years. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all know. So this is my introduction to you, to all y'all know who Sean is, man. We the ones who put together the Kevin Hart shows. We the one who was on the phone with Master P on a daily basis for the year of 2006 with budget. We turned the $0 budget in our pockets to almost a $50,000 budget.
Easy.
So this man right here, we business. When it comes to business, this is nothing to us. So, and boxing is just, we've been doing that before business.
That's what we love, man.
So this is what we love to do. So those that want to know who Sean is, Sean has been my business partner for 20 plus years. Master P Hood Star. We had Kevin Hart in town. Kevin Hart's a good friend from day one. He was there before we've been making over $6,000 a show. So, you know, this is bigger than boxing. But to all my 34th Street homies, I got off the topic a little bit. Share our page. Share our page. For those that know us in boxing, those that know us in life, friends, family, all the Hammonds. I'm giving responsibility.
Homework. Everybody got homework.
Share the page, because help a brother out. Help us get known to the world. Share the page. It's 100. I got 3,000 cousins. I know I can get 3,000 shares.
Word of mouth, best marketing, baby.
Yes, indeed. But that's all our time. To the next time, ladies and gentlemen. To the second win, Boxing Media. Peace.
Peace.